Hey there! Welcome to my May After the Pen video. I can't believe that we are already really near to the half of the year. I really love this quote, train your mind to see the good in every situation, especially because all that we have been through. I think and still believe that despite it all, there's always something to be grateful for. So this was my cover quote and the cover page where I made this little window that transitions into my mood board. I love this palette. I feel that it is ever so calming and soothing. And this right here was actually the picture that inspired it all. I saw this picture back in 2019 autumn because I had already planned to use that palette in one of my spreads, which was this one. If you've been here a while, you remember when I did this with Mooney, the astronaut, and I just loved this spread so much that I was saving it for a whole month. Peach and blue. It's actually become one of my favorite. Moving on to my schedule and habit tracker. In my last After the Pen, I was deciding whether I should take off the wheat habit here, the no wheat habit, because I was having it without trouble. But I decided to give it one more go, and as you can see, every single day except for 2 days I didn't eat gluten, and I definitely saw an improvement in my overall energy and stamina. So I left it there. The one that I have to work in right now is dairy because I haven't been good, but I'm sure I'm gonna do better this month. If you pay close attention, you can see how the first days when I started not eating it, my energy was like really up and down. But then I had 2 weeks of solid high energy, and that's what I'm aiming for. So yeah, it's when you see the results that you really force yourself to stick to a certain healthy habit of eating, you know. I would definitely not want to go back to my low peaks. So there it is. This is my habit tracker. I guess I did good for most. So moving on to my e-log. I think it was a good month. It was a bit of everything this time, but I had just one upset day. And right now, I can't remember why it was, so I guess that's good. Here's the monthly log. If you don't already know that, I fold this Dutch door because I keep my mental inventory and expense tracker private. So that's behind this door. And this is just to show you the complete spread of the e-log and the monthly log. My peach doodles. I'm just so obsessed with these doodles. Using ink to draw has become one of my biggest obsessions, just because it just looks so pretty. Like, it gives the drawings like a vintage vibe. I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm just loving it. And for this month, the theme was peaches, and it was just lovely. I wish I could have every single thing I drew right here. Goodness, I just have this candle, which it's right here. It's from Bath & Body Works, and honestly, at least the smell gives me some comfort. I can't eat peaches, but at least I can smell them. It's become one of my favorite candles. The food log. And I'm gonna take my time right here because I want you to know this worked really nicely for me. It's mostly in pink, which means I ate healthy for most part. It's all about picking up habits that improve my health, and I think that viewing it all in colors, like coding it, it really gives me an overall vision and an overall idea of what I need to do and when I need to. Like, my dark blue is the limit portions, and I kind of have it really spaced out, which is good. And moderation, well, I didn't do that well because almost every single day I had something I should moderate. And by the way, I realized I'm a peanut butter addict, but at least it's just peanuts, you know, it has nothing added, and peanuts are good, right? And I just had 2 cheat days in the month right here. And by the way, I have a lining here because after this, I felt really bad. So that kind of reminds me, you know, maybe not eat that again. This was a very spicy sauce. So anyway, yeah, this food log has been working wonders for me. I repeated it in my next month, except for the fact that I'm not writing down my breakfast because it doesn't change. I always have my juices first thing in the morning. So I'm just doing lunch and dinner and snacks. But yeah, so far so good. I'm feeling better, and I think that's the whole point of it. Let's move on to the first weekly, and here I decided to do something I had not been doing, which is to color all the border. Usually I just leave a border and do the spreads inside of it, but this time I really felt like a beach wallpaper would look good. So this took some time. You can see it in my weekly spread, how I set it up, but I think it was really worth it. Plus, I just love doing this kind of things. To me, it's therapeutic, so I loved it. Here for the first weekly, I guess my highlight is that I had some Happy Mail because I received 2 sets of washes from Amazon. Here they are. Aren't them like the cutest thing? Especially this one. I feel like those colors are so me right now. And well, this one with the tiles. See, when I promise myself that I won't buy one more washi tape, Amazon comes up with these offers and these beauties, and I just have no willpower to say no. So that was my Happy Mail this day. This is still the same week, and I went for this washi tile kind of frame, and this was not only easy but also a lot of fun. Like, I just love pasting washi tape. I feel it's the easiest way to add really beautiful details to a spread, and I have so many washes that I really did them justice right here. Anyway, moving on to the next weekly. This was one that I loved doing. I went back to wash, which I have right here. I just realized how easy a wash can be and how beautiful it looks. Like, I was always worrying about getting it all matte, but it's the little details and those little like white spaces that make it kind of cool to me, and I just loved it. For this week, I was kind of busy. June was approaching, and if you watch my June Plan With Me video, it was a major production. So it was almost the mid of the month, and I started gathering material for it, went back to my old pictures and took out my scrapbook and tried to like get an idea of what I was going to include in that video. So I think it was starting from this day that I was doing nothing but looking at old pictures and old videos of my trip back in 2011. And same happened this week, which it's interesting to me that most of the comments and most of the likes were for this spread. Like, you guys really seem to like this combination of sharp blue with the beaches and how like clean it looks. And yeah, I dare say it's also my favorite from the month. It was just easy. Again, I used wash and some blue paper. I actually really intended to do these 2 spreads really easy because I knew that I had to take my time to draw the June Plan With Me and record it and edit and add all that stuff. So that's what I did for most of the days from the middle of the month until the end. We had storms. Like, it had not been raining, and these days we had heavy storms, and on Thursday, after the storm, I opened my window at night and it sounded as if I lived in the middle of the jungle. As you can hear, I was mesmerized. I've never experienced anything like it, and I was just so grateful for being able to hear all of those animals coming to life after a heavy rain. It was beautiful. It was like a lullaby, and it was just like for 2 nights. Afterwards, it was all gone, but it's something that I got to experience, you know, living out of the city, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else. So anyway, let's move on to the last week, which again I used wash and metallic watercolor and the beautiful peaches. This was again an easy spread. I was going crazy with editing and trimming videos, and it was, like I said, a massive production, but I was really happy with the end result. I hope you have watched it and enjoyed it. If you haven't, I will link it below. But yeah, pretty much this week, almost every day I was editing and trying to get it all together. And I watched this movie on Netflix, Blue Miracle. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's just so beautiful. The children are so endearing. And what I love best is that the photography is always in these beautiful shades of blue all around. Like, not just because there's the ocean, but the clothes and the house. Everything is blue, and it just makes me want to paint my room blue. But anyway, that's a movie that I truly recommend. I also ordered some art supplies because they had a flash sale going on, and I got some stuff that I needed, but mainly I got these beauties which were on sale. I have been wanting Dr. P.H. Martin's watercolors forever, and now that I finally have them, I don't even know what to draw. I feel like I have to draw something extraordinary, but I just gotta start playing with them. Also because I really haven't had the time, but I need to start playing with them to get the best out of those. So I got those and this little calligraphy set which came with a handle and different nibs, and I'm just loving it. I hope someday I'll get to use them a lot more in my bullet journal and maybe show you some tips and tricks, because calligraphy is just so beautiful. Now I guess that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this May After the Pen, and please let me any feedback or comments below. Like I said, if you haven't, you can now watch my June Plan with me. It's already up in my YouTube channel, and it's really special. Really, really special. So I'm enjoying it a lot, and I hope you enjoy it too. And get ready, because this is finishing. Getting a new journal these days, pretty soon. I know that the package has already landed here in my city. I'm just waiting for it. Notebook Therapy kindly gifted it to me, and I just can't wait to show you. So since I will be switching my journal, a video is coming up on how to migrate mid-year from journal to journal, and it's gonna be complete with what spreads I'm keeping, what spreads I want, and all that nice setup ideas that come with starting a blank notebook. So I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please don't just subscribe, hit the notification bell, otherwise YouTube just won't tell you when I have a new upload. I really appreciate you guys' supports and comments, not only here but also in Instagram. It really keeps me motivated to keep on doing this, which I love, and I'm really excited when it inspires some of you to do the spreads as well. So thank you for being here, and as usual, thank you so much for watching.